Kirby, baby, let's go. Look at all of these attachments. I got all of this for $25, guys. One of those cases is easily worth $100. Easily. I got all of that. 5 cases of attachments for $25. Okay, so this is where we are. We got 2 complete sets out of that haul. These 2 are complete with everything. And then these are missing various pieces. One thing I am very happy about in all this is that I got all of these belts. Brain freeze. I got all of these belts. Okay, so now I have 4 additional belts, and the belts last a long time. At least they will if you treat them right. If you don't know what you're doing, then they can break easily and you'll be replacing them all the time, but that's for another video. Yeah, I got all these belts, and I got all of this, guys, for $25. Now, one case alone, one full case. This is mine, by the way. This is my set. And I'm thinking about swapping out my zip brush. This is the zip brush. You can see mine is an older model. My set is put together, too. It didn't all come fresh from the factory. I got it secondhand, so this zip brush does not belong with this particular set, but it works great. And that zip brush is faster than any other zip brush I've ever used. I'm going to test out these other ones because I kind of do want the chrome one. You know, who doesn't want the chrome one? But then I like the shape of this one. This is one of the newer ones. I kind of like that. And that's a nice clean one too. But I got to test them out to see if they spin as fast as mine. Because mine, for some reason, I don't know why, it spins so fast. It is like warp speed. And so if these do the same, then maybe I'll swap it out. But for now, you know, if it doesn't, then I'll be keeping my old boy. I think this might be the winner, the newest one. I mean, obviously, it's the newest one. Works the best. But yeah, so one case. What would I pay for one case? A full set. 50 bucks, you know, if push came to shove. I would easily spend $50 on a full case of attachments. You know, honestly, I'd spend $100. I'd spend $100. Full set of attachments, no problems. They all work. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. If I only had a Kirby vacuum and needed attachments, I would spend $100 on a case. You know, if you know, you know. If you know how good these attachments are, and then I got 13-foot ceilings. I need good attachments. You know, I need the wands. I need the floating elbow. I need the crack and crevice tool. I need all that stuff. So if we look at it like that, you know, that's 100, 200, and I'd say maybe another 100 for these 3. So, you know, $300 worth of stuff that I paid $25 for. Am I going to keep it and try to resell it all? I don't know, because if you break it down, it's worth even more. If somebody just needs a wand, then I'd sell them that wand for $10, you know? And there's 3 wands right there. That's $30. Another 2 right there. So that's $50. Then you got another 2 right there. So that's, you know, $70. What did I say? $10 a piece? Yeah, so, and then the other attachments, you know, easily $10 a piece. You know, if you just say $10 a piece, then you got another couple $100 or whatever there. So, I don't know if I'm going to go through all that, guys. You know, I just like to have my Kirby and make sure I have what I need. Maybe I'll keep these 2 and get rid of these, Because why do I need all that if I got 2 full cases, you know? But that white one is really old, and it smells. And I'm like, I don't want to keep that smelly shit. So I might, I'm not trying to get rid of the hose, though, because, you know, the hoses, that's a key item right there. You can't use any of the attachments without the hose. So I think I'm going to have to keep that white one even though it smells. Maybe I'll just have to bleach it again or something. I don't know. Yeah, but this was the haul, guys. This was the haul. So I definitely got the attachments that I needed and then some. But do not be fooled. The Kirby vacuum is the best vacuum out there. If you're looking for a vacuum, you're not sure what to get or whatever, trust me. The Kirby is the way to go. People say, oh, it's heavy. You just got to know how to use it. If you know how to use it, the weight's not a problem. And in fact, you want it to be heavy. What quality product isn't heavy? Think of like a quality watch or a quality, you know, set of silverware or, you know, anything quality is going to have weight to it because it's probably made with quality materials that are made to last. You know, but these parts aren't heavy, and this is what you have in your hand most of the time unless you're just vacuuming a rug. And then it has a transmission to help it move itself along, so you can really do it with 2 fingers. So, I mean, unless you're carrying it up and down stairs, and there's a convenient way to do that, too, to make it much more ergonomic. So, you know, but you got to know all that stuff. And I like to clean, so I know all that stuff. Yeah, so this was very interesting. I ended up with all of this just from wanting 3 pieces. So we'll see what happens to it. I'll keep you guys posted, let you know if I sell it or if I get rid of it. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And that is Kirby out.